switch on. Okay. Okay. So, since we've been, I say the royal we, trying to figure out everything that needs to be done for the reflective project, everything that needs to sort of be put together. If you're joining late, you're not distracting your classmates, right? Thank you. Okay. Putting stuff together, unfortunately, because of all the RP focus, the language portion has fallen by the wayside a little bit, and we have to play a bit of catch-up. Okay? Don't freak out. Most of the work today is just organizing and putting things into one document. Okay? So if you go to your weekly thread for today, Thursday, it's the only edition, there's this language portfolio work link right here that has a section 1 for your SALP, which was your self-assessment of language proficiency that we did back in September, and the goals that we set alongside that. Section 2, this is the part where you're actually creating something new. You're reflecting on your experience practicing a language from September to now. This is the part where we're making up for a little bit of lost time. And then step number 3 is collecting some kind of evidence, like a transcript from or if you've been in a language class, that works as evidence. If you've been using Duolingo, there's ways that can work. If you have been participating in various cultural events that highlight the language that you're studying, that also works. There's lots of options for evidence right now. But the main thing I want us to get done today is to set up this document, okay? And to do so, if you click on the language portfolio thing that's due tomorrow, it's got the same instructions, but it's got some helpful links that'll help you collect your all the pieces that you need to put into one big document. You're basically making the portfolio part. Okay, but first I need to check something. You get it on the recording. Okay, I have your SALP sheets that you completed way back in September. I'm going to read these off. If you do not hear your name and you are present, please let me know so that we can get you this document completed post haste. Okay, Jasmine, you're here. This is Ashita's here. Anna's is here. Akshara's is here. Wayne's is here. Jackson's is here. Shivan's is here. Murtaz's is here. Abdu, Satvix is here. Claire's is here. Cole, Nicole, Lucy, Ishan, and that's all I got. Okay. Anybody's name's not read? Anybody say? Did I say any? Or did I not say anybody's names? Okay. See Hansika.
I don't think I heard Cole.
It was Nicole and then Cole, so they kind of merged together. But you're in there. Okay. So just Hansika. All right. So I will get you that document real quick. All right. So first things first, the thing that I've linked right here that I want us to take a look at is the language portfolio resources. This is a page in Canvas, and what we're doing today is putting together a document that looks something like this. Okay, you have completed a lot of the sections already. The part we need to make up for on the lost time are the reflections. All right. So the section 1, this is that SALP that I have scanned. You don't have access to it because it's all one big document that I have to split individually. So that'll be ready tomorrow. But this is that questionnaire that you accomplished, that long set of questions asking about why is language study important? Do you belong in more than one culture? How do different cultures affect your industry, et cetera, et cetera. And then we set some goals way back in September, end of September, about what you want to accomplish out of studying this specific language. Okay? That's section 1, and that can be found if we go back to the Canvas assignment. Section 1 is talking about the SALP and the goals, which are linked right here. Okay? The SALP, the self-assessment of language proficiency, does not have anything that you've submitted because I have it scanned. That was that list I just read off. But if you need to do it, there is one that I can print for you right here. It was this document, is the self-assessment of language proficiency. Okay? That is part of the stuff that you turn in. Okay? And then the goals that you set, this is something that you did submit. So if you need a reminder of the goals that you set using the SHS Objective Language template, that's accessible. These two things go into section 1. Okay? Also, the questionnaire is another thing that you've completed and turned in. If you need to do it, it's downloadable right here. You should have that done, though. That was back in September. Those three things are going to make up your copy and pasting section of the section 1 here, which is your language proficiency and your goals once I get those all split out. And then what you need to actually do next is the reflection portion. Okay, you can see what the reflections look like on some of the language samples on the portfolio page. So if we scroll down, we have their questionnaire, their assessment of language proficiency, and then their goals. And then once we get into section 2, the experiences and their tasks. Read through these, see what they're sort of talking about. You'll notice that they have 1, 2, 3 reflections. Okay, so we're going to have 3 reflections complete by the time you submit these to IB in April. Ideally, we'll have 2 of them done before the end of the semester. Okay. So this has examples of what the students were writing about. This specific student was studying French. Okay. This is the part, section 2 of your language portfolio. And then section number 3 is one that's going to be a little bit harder to obtain officially. If you're using Duolingo, or if you have evidence like participation in cultural events, like a ticket from the event, a handout, a flyer, a poster, a sticker. Sorry, Jackson, you have your hand up. Yes?
For the reflection, we don't have to write it in the language, right?
No, you write it in your target language. You're comfortable. Yeah, what you're comfortable writing, your fluence. Okay? Things like Duolingo screenshots can function as evidence. There's a student in 4th period who's comparing her speaking when she was a kid to her speaking now of a specific language. Okay, that video can be used as evidence in a way, but you want to have evidence like a transcript is enrollment in the class of the language that you're studying. So like, for example, B on Language Portfolio Resources here, since they were studying French, they would use a transcript from Skyline or a screenshot of Canvas showing French enrollment or grades from a French final, something like that that's going to show they were engaging with French, except on the examples they remove the evidence. Okay, so that's going to be a big source of your evidence for today. The main thing to recap, what I'm asking is that you set up a single document, collect everything into a single document, copying and pasting what you've currently got, like your development goals, your questionnaires, and completing a reflection. This is due Friday. Okay? One single document with at least one reflection, and the sections at least made with your name on the document is due on Friday. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. The rest of this time is yours to do that. Please turn it in by Friday. I will get these SALPs split up and sent out by Friday as well because I have to do 4th periods. I'll be working on that for a bit. Okay? If you have any questions, please ask. Please, please, please. Okay? Please and thank you. And now I'm going to take attendance.